Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Gainy Titan. So I purchased the Jagtiger 8.8, the Tier 8 German premium tank destroyer. I have been thinking for quite some time of acquiring one of the Tier 8 German premiums, either the Lova or the Jagtiger 8.8. And I decided to go for the Jagtiger 8.8. Not sure now whether I'd rather have gone for the Lova, but I can't really afford to go for both at the moment. But I could definitely see myself getting the Lova as well. This had a ferocious reputation once upon a time as a tank destroyer. Very hard hitting, very difficult to damage. But I think over the last 2 years there's been the addition of quite a few tanks, particularly tank destroyers with very powerful guns. And it's not quite the power on the battlefield it used to be. It's reasonably mobile for the size of it and for a heavy tank destroyer, and it's got a reasonably good gun. I find the gun arc to be limiting myself. I prefer tanks with a better gun arc than this, but I suppose it's typical enough for the German tank destroyers. But the traverse speed's actually pretty good, and no, it won't beat a fast medium or a light tank that decides to come in and circle you around you. You're not going to catch up, or you're not going to stay up with them on the turning, and you really do need some kind of an obstacle behind you to stop them from just circling around you endlessly. I personally find that it works best if you can get into a position where you have medium range fire, where you're close enough to be able to hit the weak spots and generate the output of fire, but you have allies with you. If you're in the front line, and again, unless you're on your own, it's kind of awkward to maneuver. It's not the greatest for side scraping or poking around a corner, so it tends to attract fire. You kind of get shot going into position, getting out of position, and if the people against you know what they're doing, you generally on the losing side of the trading damage. At least that's my experience of it. I suppose if there was enough tanks there and you're acting kind of as a second line support, so you're not directly in the firing line and not directly under fire, well, then you could really make hay with this tank, because the DPM on it is huge. It's got a very fast rate of fire for the tank, and plenty of ammunition. Now, potentially we're in a bit of trouble here on this map. The majority of the team went down onto the beach, and now they're stuck trying to get up out of the beach. So the enemy have an opportunity, if they push hard, of just taking the eastern flank, and they could just sweep down then and just clear the centre. So I have to keep an eye on support the kind of the eastern flank, and also keep an eye on people who might just try to punch through the centre. That Centurion now is in a position where he can cause quite a bit of trouble. Now, the central sort of field there with the ditch around it that everybody goes into at the start, there's a few tanks in that, but there's nobody really defending against them. If they come out this side, I'm going to get an opportunity. If they come out across the front, I'm going to get an opportunity as well. And I want to keep an eye on the situation here. Thought I'd get some side shots into the turret, but that Centurion has reappeared. And now I'm taking fire from my right, so I need to get rid of, or at least do something about some of these tanks. So we've managed to put a round into the Centurion. He's already tracked as well. And we're going to keep doing that at this point, because we were damaged as well, we were tracked. We've managed to get rid of him, and the enemy have actually managed to clear the eastern side of the map. So I have to turn the tank to face them and bring the gun to bear. Fortunately for me, they're playing my game. They're engaged in a long-range sniping against me, and that's far more. And they're coming out sideways, so that's far more to my advantage than theirs, because I'm kind of hull down. The lie of the land is with me, and they're trying to put rounds to the front of a very heavily armoured tank, and they're showing me the sides. I am taking flanking fire from that T95 E2 though, and I'm potentially, now that I've turned, going to take flanking fire from the eastern side of the map. So I've just drove forward to get the ditch, the houses between me, and the T95 E2 just drives out in front of me and completely ignores me. Now I've took a shot in the rear there, One of the enemy tanks has made it into the cap circle, and I think he was shooting me while I was still spotted. Or he's made it into that direction. So I'm trying to get unspotted, get behind the buildings and see what's going on, because I was expecting the tanks that broke through there to come sweeping down this side, and they'd have been better off if they did. They'd have caught me in isolation and probably caught that heavy tank behind me as well before we'd have gotten any decent support. There's the Tiger down there back behind our own cap circle, and I'm not too sure what he thinks he's doing. He's gone down into open terrain and he's spotted now. And he wasn't trying to cap. Maybe he was planning to go for the beach, I don't know. But I think it was a waste of time. And I think it's one of these cases of where you have no clear strategic objective once you've cleared the tanks in front of you. Some of the tanks with him have gone back to the back at the map as well, and I think that was a mistake on their part. I think all of those tanks, if they came straight down towards the centre and just swept back around, they'd probably have done a lot better off. They'd probably gotten rid of a few of us before the rest of us caught up and just wiped them out at the end there. So we've gained the victory. We've done quite a few penetrating damage shots. Earned quite a bit of silver, 2,500 damage. Blocked 2,000 damage, 12 penetrations. So we got a fire for effect, 2nd class mastery, and steel wall would be the most noticeable results. We managed 2 kills as well. Not a bad result. We came second by experience as well. It's not a bad tank, though it is situational, and I'm beginning to think that I'm not really a fan of casemate tank destroyers. At least not ones without big guns. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. If you haven't already done so, please give the channel a subscription. I'll catch you all again soon.